So DoorDash decided to throw this gig worker a bone, and I apologize about the sun glare that I am seeing. It's a little annoying, but it's natural lighting. I can't change that. So I was able to log on with DoorDash at 11:45 a.m. I will admit I'm late to the game, but it's Friday, TGIF, and well, I have priorities. So because of that, I'm a little bit later. That's the good part about being an independent contractor, is you do this when you want to do this. So they throw me a bone until 12:30 p.m. The problem is that they threw it in Longueuil. So I drove down here to the Longueuil district. The reason why is because I need, oh, this is super annoying. I need an increase of volume. And what I mean by that is just Uber Eats orders alone. I'm not getting enough traction. And because of that, I decided to go ahead and be with DoorDash and Uber Eats. So far, it's just a bunch of crappy Uber Eats orders. Nothing that is ever worthwhile in taking, especially like the last one. It's like, okay, $1, 1 kilometer for $4. Okay, you got your money's worth for the kilometer, but is your time worth only $4? My answer is absolutely not. I also want to thank you, lovelies, for something. I'm switching over to my alarm clock, and first of all, let's turn off that alarm, because it's Friday. I'm not waking up at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. But as you can see, the second one, it says schedule DoorDash. And the reason why it says that for 2:58 p.m. is because I really love the community that I have here on this YouTube channel, because you lovelies are just so freaking awesome at being able to help out, myself or anybody else within the comments. I've realized that the more and more I keep posting, the more and more I'm getting amazing people from Montreal that are following along, or even within Canada in general, everybody. But it's so cool to see some locals. And what I love about this community is we share to help out one another. So it's not about, okay, I'm the content creator posting the videos, but I'm no better than you are, and you're no better than I am. We do our thing, we do our side hustle, our full-time job, whatever it may be. But I just love that you guys are able to help me out at the same time. So I set my alarm to schedule myself for DoorDash to try to get on the schedule. Because since the economy is pretty tough right now, I gotta get in whenever I can get in. So that's what's happening. So I've scheduled myself for there. Let's close off my alarm. We are on with Uber Eats right now. We got a 1.3 multiplier, so I don't know how hot that's gonna be. And then of course, I always have Instacart. The problem with Instacart is there's no batches. I find Instacart in my morning for batches is better in the mornings at around 9 o'clock. The problem with that, in this highlight, oh, it's super annoying. I'm sure if I block there, yeah. The problem with that is, oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. 45 minutes with skip the dishes. I'll take it. I need the volume. The problem with the whole morning thing is because, of course, I am currently trying to maintain both editing videos, maintaining the channel, and doing gig work. So because of that, I have decided to give up the whole Instacart batches in the morning. Maybe I'll change my schedule around. This is all brand new. For those that don't know, I am brand new to full-time gig work. I've been doing part-time gig work for the last 8 months. But with the economy, the recession, and everything else, my main job after 6.5 years of working there, which I made relatively good money, is now kaput. So it is what it is, but I truly do thank you guys for being amazing. And oh yeah, as of this morning, I logged in to find out that we have 1,400 subscribers. So this is just awesome. I can't believe I went from like 1,000 to 1,400 in like 2 months. It's insane for me to see these numbers. You guys are helping me live my dream. And for those that don't know, I'm not exactly new to YouTube. I have been making videos for the last 13 years off and on. It's just I could never do it full time. I could never do it the way that I want. So realistically, I'm living out my dream and doing what I want, and it's perfect. So that's enough ranting for now. I guess you can see the happy smiley face. It's Friday. I don't even think if I don't meet my goal, I don't think that could bring me down. But we are waiting for some more orders to come into the mix here, and by some I mean any, because I just started my shift here. By 12:30 though, I'm sorry DoorDash, I am not staying in the Longueuil district. I prefer Brossard. Skip the Dishes has matched me with an order. Well, God be. What do we got? This is what happens all the time. They crash and burn. Yes, I know. I'm trying to get on. Ugh. I'm sorry. You guys see this? $4.45 for 3 kilometers. I'm sorry, Skip, but if I just refused $4 for 1 kilometer off Uber Eats. What makes you think that I'm going to accept this offer? This is the thing. This is why I have a 0% acceptance rate with Skip. They're feeding me garbage. But what I am tempted to do is get my acceptance rate up at all costs to truly see if I get a massive amount of orders coming with Skip, because when I first started with them, oh my gosh, it was nonstop. Well, they graced me with their presence, but they graced me with garbage, which is nothing new with Skip the Dishes. Yesterday, I had a block with them for 4 hours. 0 orders came in. So now I'm on with them only a few minutes, and that's the garbage I get, which I'm not doing. Thank you for the customer for showing that you're not tipping. Super nice. All right, let me shut up here. We'll get along with things. By 12:30, if I get nothing here from DoorDash, we are going to the Brossard area. It's a lot more better with tips. And I will catch up with you lovelies in a bit. So DoorDash threw me a bone, so I decided to throw them a bone by accepting $8 for 4.1 kilometers. It was at the Boston, right across the street over here. Not much recording gets done over there because I find they're all eyes on you when you walk in the door. But it was a drop-off at a dentist office, so short, sweet, $8, no hidden tip, 20 minutes to get that one out. I have been able to extend my dash with DoorDash to 1 p.m. I have been able to extend my deliveries with Skip the Dishes, so I'm doing overflow from 12:45 to 1:45, and until 12:45 I'm on with Skip the Dishes. Apparently, though, they're only showing GPS online now. It's like, seriously, I have been on with you guys. Whatever. I find that's the one thing with Skip the Dishes. If you're not on their screen, they forget about you. And then we got the Uber Eats. Uber Eats has been nothing but shitty offers right now. But you know what's sad? It's 12:31 in the afternoon. I'm able to sit here and talk to you on a Friday, and there's no orders coming in. Oh, and don't forget, I'm always on with Instacart. And with Instacart, there's nothing. So these are how markets have changed. And to my standards, it's probably more worth it. No, thank you. You can go get that. It's probably more worth it, for honest opinion, for me to drop DoorDash in Longueuil and head to the Brossard area, because the Brossard area, the tips are higher. So if my portion of volume is still low in Longueuil, and if it's still going to be low in Brossard, it's more beneficial for me to go to the Brossard area where I know the tips are going to be higher in comparison to this. But I still have DoorDash in the mix until 1 p.m. Of course, on my way back from that drop-off, I'm out of their zone, so you have to come back to their zone. I find DoorDash is very good for that in my market. They'll give you one order within your time frame that you're with them, and they'll make sure it pushes you out of their zone. Luckily for me, it's only about a 1 or 2 kilometers away, so it didn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, we're waiting, seeing where these orders are going to be going today. It's always fun when people are walking by the front of your car and they see you talking to their camera and they're just staring at you. Need be, that's okay. I'm kind of gotten used to that. So I'll get back to you guys with more orders. Only $8 in the bank account today on this Friday, but hopefully we'll get some more orders. And so I can either complain about the lack of orders, or I can continue to not complain and tell you the reason why after I tell you the orders that I got. So currently, by the way, we are currently 3:02 p.m. and I did just currently try to log in at 3 o'clock with DoorDash with the screen recordings showing that I was trying to get the schedule for the week in advance, as you lovelies have been pointing out that that's how it is in your market. But it seems to be different here in the South Shore because there's nothing. So I will show you right now. I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you right now on the screen recording at exactly 3 o'clock, me browsing through it. But I think it might be different for other locations. But that's okay. I truly appreciate the love and the support and the gesture to do so. But I think the timing is just different in my market on the South Shore. Now, the offers that I ended up getting, after I got that first order with DoorDash, I ended up getting a second order with DoorDash. It was for $7 for less than 2 kilometers, and it was for A&W. Now, this A&W was more or less, I know in English the terminology is convenience store. And for those in Quebec, you know what I mean when I say a provisoire, a dépanneur, a couche-tard. It's like a combination. So it was mainly at a gas station. So went in, the order was there, that was all fine and dandy to drop off. Now, recording the drop-offs are not exactly as easy sometimes due to availability of recording, but that's okay. The next order that came in there was, have to think now, Jack Astor's. Jack Astor's for $12.64 for initially about 5 kilometers over on this side. So I accepted that offer. The Jack Astor's, though, it's a little bit differently. You can't go in by the main door. You have to ring the bell on the side and wait there on the side as a gig worker. Well, I like that part. I get to be outside, out in the open, so that wasn't too bad. And this order was massive. I took a picture when I was dropping it off at the door, and you can clearly see I have my skip the dishes bag and I have my regular big Uber bag, or I call it my Uber bag. But basically, what that was for is because items need to be cold, items need to be hot. Now, for some people, they would say that's a pain in the ass to deal with in the summer, but I would say it's rather rewarding. Because if you look at my screen right now, that offer paid me $20.40 because the customer ended up tipping me $15.76. So 27 minutes getting a $20 offer, that's not a bad case scenario whatsoever. Now, I'll have you know we're 3 minutes into things, and if everything goes well, I am behind on money the way that I want to be, but I'm not exactly too sad because this little hidden tip did help out. Because we had another offer that came in that I just finished completing. It was for Vietnamese food. It's for Pho MC, I think it's called. And it was a new place. It's not a new section for me to go for gig work, but it is a new building that I went into. And basically, this one was for $13. I think the total was 8 kilometers, but 2.7 of them was going to the customer's location. And it was meet at the door. When I got to the restaurant, the food was already there, so that was pretty convenient. But they did it differently. They had it in an open black bag, like it wasn't closed up or anything, but it was cute. Very cute little setup. And I just got that dropped off to the customers across the street. Now, for 3 hours in, I should be between DoorDash and Uber Eats today at around $48, give or take. I'm hoping for more out of that hidden tip, because if we can push me more, let's say into the 50s, that would be fantastic. But do I foresee that happening with this last one? Not quite. It's not my gut instinct that would happen compared to the Jack Astor's. It was such a large meal that I had a feeling that would be a hidden tip anyways, and I was very happy with that outcome. Now, the reason why I'm not complaining about the fact of it being slow and whatnot is because honestly, I chose this line of work. The best part for me is, for example, when it's dead, I can do this other job, sort of speech. And this other job for me with YouTube is a passion of mine. I love creating content. I'm not tired of it. I'm not burnt out from it or any of that stuff. I've been wanting to make content full time for the longest freaking time now, and I just have not been able to because of my old job. So because of that, for me, I don't mind the downtime because it allows me to work on content to better my channel. And honestly, I much rather, and I know I get the comments, so I'm happy you guys feel this way, I much rather show you guys content of the truth of doing gig work than show you how much money I had to truly hustle to make this much in a day. Don't get me wrong, I respect all of the creators, whatever this type of videos that they want to do. It's just not what I'm doing on my channel. I have said it from the very beginning. I document my journey along the way. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So if my journey is I'm making less money, that's okay, because I'm still, no matter what, I'm always working. If I'm not doing gig work, I am working. Creating content, guys, is extremely lengthy. To let you know, a video like this for some people takes days to edit. For me, it takes just a couple of hours and then it's set to be released. But nonetheless, that's why I'm not bitching and complaining about the fact that I'm not making money getting the deliveries, because I am making money, just a different source of income. So I look at it as, hey, I can turn off the car, I can pop open my windows, I can just have the music on and edit my videos. So, because I do now, instead of bringing a book, I bring my laptop with me. So I'm going to stamp this. I am probably going to go out and do deliveries tonight because I need to make more money. But I'm just going to stamp it from these orders that I've done that you've seen on the screen. As of right now, how much that I've made. Stick around for a community post at the end of the week. I will show you how much I've made for my entire week doing my very first week doing deliveries. I'm tempted to work tomorrow. So if you see that I've worked 6 days in a row, though, keep in mind I'm not working 8 hours a day. Otherwise, that would be a lot. But until that community post comes out, until this next video comes out, I don't even know. I think this one's probably coming out after the Labor Day weekend. Who knows? But I will catch you lovelies in the next video.